We're gonna get right into it. And I start off by cleansing my prepped nail. Here I use my dehydrator to make sure the nail is fully clean. I use my pusher to push the cuticle back a bit right before the base coat application, which I use a loose brush for. I always work from a jar. It's just my preferred application, but you can just use the bottle and the brush that it comes with. Make sure you get all of the edges correctly. Don't leave anything open, because in that case your attachment won't be correct. I make a little bumper at the cuticle area and at the sides. This way my product won't lift. The cuticle area is the softest area and you need a flexible product on that and not a hard gel. Here I go in with my gel. I've used a nude color and I start off by creating my slip layer. I won't harden this layer, it's just meant for the gel to float easier. I make sure to cover the whole area I want the gel to end up on. Not too close to the cuticle, I keep like 0.5 millimeter off of that, just making sure the whole area is covered. Then I will take a little ball of product and I'll apply that product onto my apex. And I'm gently pushing it towards the cuticle area and the sides. Not touching it with my brush, but gently letting it flow over there. And this is easier because of the slip layer we kept wet. I need a bit more product, so you can just apply it again. It will flow over in each other perfectly. Take it to the front a bit and then I will go in with my fine liner. With my fine liner, I'm making sure to distribute the product to the sides. And then I will take it forward with me a bit. A thin layer will do if you build it at the correct places. Now I've cleansed my nail after it's hardened and I will file my free edge and my shape. I don't do this before, I do this after my gel application. I keep my file tilted a little bit so that I won't have to remove the natural nail from under the product. Cleansing the nail again, making sure everything is dust free. And as you can see, the application is nice and thin. There's no bumper around the cuticle, it's just a smooth surface. I will use my buffer to create a rough layer on there so that my gel polish attachment will be perfect. And I use this to remove any imperfections. I don't need to file a lot since my application was very smooth, so a buffer will do. Make sure the dust is all removed. You can use a wood stick for this part and just watch out for all those particles of dust because they will hinder you in your gel polish application. I will use my pusher again, pushing back the cuticle so that the gel polish will be applied as close to the cuticle area as possible. I put my gel polish on a little palette and now with my fine liner I will first lay the edge of the nail. When I've done that, I take my gel polish brush itself and I will fill in the gap on the nail. Here I'm applying my second layer of gel polish, making sure it's even and it's covering the whole nail. Be careful not to touch the skin, and when it's looking fine, it's going in the lamp again. Now, one more time with the pusher, pushing back the cuticle. This way we can apply the top coat as close as possible as well. And now we're gonna apply our top coat. I'm not taking too much product, but also make sure I'm taking enough. If you don't have enough, you get the bumps in the nail. But if you have too much, it's going to run into the cuticle area. So keep an eye out for that. I'm applying it with a floating way. I'm leveling my top coat here, and when you turn it back, you have to check the reflection in the light. And if the reflection is perfect, you can put it in the lamp to harden completely. When it's hardened, I take my file once more and I will file the free edge to create a crisp looking shape. You don't need to take away any of the length, it's just about creating a tight free edge. So here's my full application. It's very thin looking, very natural looking, and I hope you've learned something from this. So hope to see you in the next video, and thank you so much for watching.